Fun Trivia, Truth and Facts You Probably Don't Know. Emma Watson turned down the role of Maya due to scheduling conflicts with Beauty and the Beast, 2017, while Ryan Gosling turned down the role of the Beast in the film to appear in this one. Coincidentally, both are musicals. According to composer Justin Hurwitz, all the piano performance featured in the film was first recorded by pianist Randy Kerber during pre-production. Ryan Gosling then spent 2 hours a day, 6 days a week in piano lessons learning the music by heart. By the time filming had begun, Gosling was able to play all the piano sequences seen in the film without the use of a hand double or CGI, because the director wanted to shoot the scene in the tradition of old musicals without cuts or editing. Ryan Gosling practiced playing the piano and played it himself in one take on his first day of shooting. Co-star John Legend, who is a classically trained pianist, says he is jealous of how quickly Gosling learned to play so well. John Legend, singer and pianist, had to learn how to play the guitar for his role, was at one point set to star Miles Teller and Emma Watson. Teller was dropped from the project in favor of Ryan Gosling, while Watson dropped out to pursue other projects. Teller previously starred in director Damien Chazelle's first feature Whiplash. Sebastian's tip about amplifying a car fob's range by holding it under your chin does work, but is not expected to cause cancer. Most fobs use a frequency that resonates well with water, and the human brain is mostly water. The film's score was recorded in the same studio where Singing in the Rain, 1952, The Wizard of Oz, 1939, and many other MGM musicals were scored. The express lane freeway ramp used for the opening number, Another Day of Sun, is the same stretch of freeway as used for the iconic bus jump sequence from Speed, 1994, where a 50-foot section of the ramp was digitally removed using CGI to create the gap the bus must jump over. Films that were inspirations, influences and screened for the cast crew include Singing in the Rain, 1952, Top Hat, 1935, An American in Paris 1951, The Umbrellas of Cherbourg, 1964, Swing Time, 1936, The Bandwagon, 1953, The Young Girls of Rockefort, 1967, and even 8-1/2, 1963, for the film's opening traffic number. The film was shot in 8 weeks over the course of summer 2015. La La Land has strong ties to Emma Stone's real-life history. The movie is based in LA, and Maya is discovered as a college dropout actress pursuing her dreams. Emma Stone is actually a school dropout herself, moving to LA at the age of 15 in pursuit of an acting career. At the beginning of the film, the radio announcer heard in Ryan Gosling's car says, "3-time Oscar winner, including Shakespeare in Love." This is probably a reference to costume designer Sandy Powell, who won the Academy Awards for The Aviator, 2004, The Young Victoria, 2009, and Shakespeare in Love, 1998. She was also nominated for 2 other films in 2015, Cinderella, 2015, and Carol, 2015. The production reopened 2 locations for filming, the Rialto Theater in South Pasadena and the Angels Flight Railway in downtown LA. The Rialto has been closed since 2007 because it was unable to sustain itself as a single movie theater. Angels Flight has been closed since 2013 over safety issues to the public. Filmmakers were able to get around this by stating that the railway was operating for a day to get it back into service while secretly filming the scene as a private function. The film is presented in CinemaScope using the original 1953 20th Century Fox logo, and the aspect ratio is 2.55:1, the same aspect ratio of the first CinemaScope features that only had a 4-track magnetic soundtrack. This later changed to 2.35:1 and 2.39:1 when an optical backup track was added. When projected on a screen in 2.39:1 ratio, this feature has small black bars on the top and bottom. This will be the 3rd movie co-starring Ryan Gosling and Emma Stone. They previously worked together on Crazy, Stupid, Love, 2011, and Gangster Squad, 2013. Both Emma Stone and Ryan Gosling were slated to act in Focus, 2015, but dropped out. Their roles later went to Margot Robbie and Will Smith. Costume designer Mary Zophar said that her favorite piece of clothing worn by Emma Stone was the white dress seen toward the end of the film. The film cast includes 2 Oscar winners, J.K. Simmons and John Legend, and 2 Oscar nominees, Ryan Gosling and Emma Stone. This is the 3rd feature film directed by Damien Chazelle. His previous 2 films also center on music. Upon its huge historic victory at the 74th Annual Golden Globe Awards, La La Land, 2016, broke the record for the most Golden Globe Awards with 7 wins, besting One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, 1975, and Midnight Express, 1978, as well as the record with the most Golden Globe wins in every category in which it was nominated with 7 nominations and 7 wins, also besting One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. The movie premiered at Venice Film Festival on August 31, 2016. Second 2016 film release featuring a cover version of a-ha's tune Take On Me. The first, Sing Street, 2016. In the opening dance sequence on the freeway, they took both directions of the westbound carpool lane of the 105 to 110 freeway. Half of the cars are facing backwards in the scene. The origins of the title is because of 2 reasons. Firstly, the city the film is set in is Los Angeles, or in short form, LA. Hence the city is evident in the title La La Land. Secondly, the film challenges the stereotypical view of Hollywood by labeling it a dream. This is also seen through the abstract cinematography. Coincidentally, all 3 films to date co-starring Ryan Gosling and Emma Stone, Crazy, Stupid, Love, 2011, Gangster Squad, 2013, and La La Land, 2016, are primarily set in Los Angeles. This will be the second movie that stars Finn Wittrock and Ryan Gosling. Both actors were in The Big Short, 2015. Just as in that film, the two share no scenes together. Won 7 Golden Globes, more than any other movie ever. This is the second musical in which Emma Stone has starred in her professional career. The first was the Broadway production of Cabaret, in which she starred as the lead, Sally Bowles. At one point in the film, Maya mentions to Sebastian how she could have been a lawyer. Emma Stone previously played a law school graduate from Crazy, Stupid, Love, 2011, co-starring Gosling. Emma Stone and J.K. Simmons have both had previous roles in a Spider-Man film. Stone played Gwen Stacy in The Amazing Spider-Man, 2012, and The Amazing Spider-Man 2, 2014, while Simmons played J. Jonah Jameson in Sam Raimi's Spider-Man trilogy. La La Land is one of the movies in the Toronto International Film Festival 2016 lineup. The movie shows the passage of time with screen cards stating the seasons even though Los Angeles is mostly warm and sunny year-round. Emma Stone and Ryan Gosling have both starred in movies titled Drive in 2007 and 2011 respectively. Spoilers. The trivia items below may give away important plot points. Emma Stone performed Audition, The Fools Who Dream, Live. She would decide when to switch from dialogue to singing. There was no pre-recorded track she was lip-syncing to. Justin Hurwitz, the song's composer, was in another room playing piano in her ear. Director Damien Chazelle said this was done so Emma could have more control of the scene. The audition scene, where the casting director interrupts Maya's emotional performance to take a phone call, was actually inspired by one of Ryan Gosling's auditions in real life. Although production was able to film the Griffith Park Observatory interior exhibits, they were not allowed to film in the planetarium, so the planetarium was recreated on a set. The vintage Minolta projector in the center of the planetarium was purchased on eBay to complete the set. When Maya gives Sebastian a tour of the Warner backlit, she shows him a window that was used in Casablanca. Much later, near the end of the movie, when Maya and her husband go into Sebastian's club and he is stunned to see them, it is a clear homage to the famous scene in Casablanca when Ingrid Bergman and Paul Henry go to Rick's Café Américain and Bogey is stunned to see Bergman. One of the buildings on the studio lot is called Parapluies, a reference to the musical The Umbrellas of Cherbourg, which has a similar plot to La La Land. The song Someone in the Crowd foreshadows Maya's eventual success as an actress, as the casting director just happens to be someone in the crowd at Maya's one-person show. In the last dance sequence, when Sebastian and Maya are fantasizing about a life that could have been, Maya is seen holding a bunch of balloons as a model at a photo shoot in Paris. This directly references a scene in Funny Face, where Audrey Hepburn does exactly the same thing. In one of many homages to classic films, when Sebastian and Maya dance around in the Paris set, a little boy is clearly seen holding a bright round balloon. This is a nod to the classic French kids movie The Red Balloon. The movie set that Maya and Sebastian walk past after he meets her at the coffee shop on the studio lot is the same movie set they dance across in the dream sequence at the end of the movie. Maya's husband at the end of the film is played by Tom Everett Scott, who played a jazz-loving drummer in That Thing You Do. Director Tom Hanks, 1996. Tom Everett Scott plays Maya's future husband, a man she meets after leaving for Paris upon landing her first big break as an actress. Scott plays the lead in American Werewolf in Paris. the spin-off to the 1981 John Landis classic American Werewolf in London. Bill, the restaurant owner, J.K. Simmons, fires Sebastian from his piano-playing gig, despite Sebastian's vocal objections. In Up in the Air, 2009, J.K. Simmons plays an employee who vocally objects to being fired by the downsizing consulting firm, CTC.